girl can cook. She got the recipe. She got what you need. That girl can cook. That black girl magic. I gotta have it.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. And today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make my version of a chicken teriyaki bowl. Okay, so look, grab all of your ingredients, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Alright, so this is a pretty quick recipe, but there's a lot of prep work going in. So first, we're going to start off with our yum yum sauce. So here, I am using a Japanese style mayo called Kewpie Mayo. I found it in Costco. If you don't have it, you can use regular mayo, okay? Don't feel obligated to buy some. But we're using a cup of that, 3 tablespoons of some ketchup, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I added in some salt and pepper to taste. But before we do that, add in about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of garlic powder. And I know that's a big jump, but it just really depends on what you like, all right? But look, like I said, don't forget your salt and pepper to taste. Add in a half teaspoon of paprika for some good color, all right? 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, which is optional. But by now, if you've been following my channel, you should have some of that, right? And then all you're going to do is mix this to combine it. Now, in our very last step, we're going to add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of some melted butter to get this thing nice and going. And that's it. That's all that's to our yum yum sauce. And you can refrigerate this for a couple of days, maybe about 3 to 4 days in your fridge, okay? After that, get rid of it. All right? Don't make yourself sick. All right, moving on. So now we're going to season up our chicken. I decided to use chicken breast. And for my chicken breast, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of onion powder. Y'all make sure you clean your chicken. I mean, we're not going to have that argument today, but I did clean mine. That's why the water is there. But we're doing some onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of coarse salt, a half teaspoon of black coarse pepper, or coarse black pepper rather, and a 1/4 cup of Japanese barbecue sauce. I also found that in the good Lord's Costco, y'all. And if you don't have it, I'm just going to tell you now, you should go get it. All right. This recipe is based off of that one thing. It's $6.99. It's really delicious. Very versatile. Go get you some, okay? Right out of Costco. Now, once you get all of those ingredients in, mix it up and set it to the side. Like I said, it's a lot of prep work. So we're going back in to make our overall teriyaki sauce. So here I'm using a cup of this Japanese barbecue sauce. And just in case you guys are wondering what that tastes like, it's kind of like a flavored soy sauce, slightly thicker, but not as thick as barbecue sauce, but it's really good, okay? I'm adding in a half teaspoon of ginger. I added in some chili flakes just to give me some spice. You can do a half teaspoon or none at all. And I'm also gonna add in 2 tablespoons of honey. If you don't have honey or want to use honey, you can use brown sugar in its place. And then I grated up some garlic into this sauce. The reason for that is I don't want my garlic to burn, so I just went ahead and grated it. Now, if you want your sauce to be super uber thick, then add you in a little bit of cornstarch, but I prefer not to do it, so I left the cornstarch out. But once you get that going, mix it up, set it to the side, get you a large wok or a large skillet, or if you have a flat top, you can do it that way, and heat that bad boy up where you can see the smoke coming off of it. And here I'm going to be using some avocado oil. I actually used a little bit too much, but you know, players mess up too. It's all good. So I had some avocado oil in here. I waited for it to get a little warm, or a little hot rather. And I'm going to saute up my veggies. So for my choice of veggies, I use 1 crown of broccoli, 1 zucchini, and 1 medium-sized onion, okay? And to that, I just gave it a quick mix, and I added in a tablespoon of low-sodium soy sauce, and I added in almost a whole bottle of Japanese barbecue sauce. Look, it fell straight in, y'all. Don't be like me, okay? I mean, like I said, players mess up too. We don't always cook perfect things over here. And you just adjust as you go. I ended up having to drain it out because it was so much of it, okay? But we're back on our normal scheduled program, okay? So add you in just a tablespoon or 2 of your Japanese barbecue sauce. Give it a quick mix, okay? We're sauteing it up. And to that, I'm just going to add in a teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm just adding some black pepper to taste. I wanted to keep my veggies really simple, y'all. Okay, just real simple. But you can add whatever you like. Remember, this is your recipe, it's your world. I'm just here chilling, just trying to give you a little blueprint. That's it. All right. So once you cook your veggies down, I cook mine for about 2 to 3 minutes. You can go a little longer if you like yours a little bit softer. I like mine to have some bite. You know, they need a little character. So I don't cook them that long, okay? It's okay. You know, they're not raw, but they good. Remove them, set them to the side. And for the rice, you guys, I know people always say use old or day old rice. Baby, I didn't cook rice yesterday, and I didn't have time to cook no rice yesterday. I bought an Uncle Ben's little rice package, and I warmed that up for 90 seconds, let it sit, and then I put that in there. That's what I used, okay? It's about 2 cups, and it's jasmine rice. And once you throw that in, scramble you up a little quick egg on the side. I prefer not to scramble it outside of the wok. I do it on the inside so it can have this consistency. But add you an egg. You can do 1, 2, or 3. That's up to you. All right. Once you get that in and mixed in, add in a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce for some additional flavor, some salt and pepper to taste. Make sure you add that to taste, okay? A 1/4 cup of shredded carrots, as well as 2 stalks of chopped green onion. You can go a little less if you don't love onion, okay? And at this point, all you want to do is just mix it up, saute it up really nicely. If you let it sit for a while, the bottom will crisp, and I love when that happens, y'all. But get that nice and mixed up. You can cut your heat off. There, I added in a little bit of fish sauce. If you don't like fish sauce or even like the idea of fish sauce, you do not have to add it in. But I promise you, that is that twang that you taste when you eat your fried rice. Believe me. Believe me when I tell you. But get your rice off, move that to the side, and now it's time to start on our chicken. The rice was all over the place, so I ended up just cleaning out my wok, child. Okay? But here we go. We added in some extra oil because we got to fry this chicken up. And I'm going to do this in batches of 2. Okay? I'm only going to show y'all 1, but I did 2 batches of chicken. You don't want to overcrowd that pan or it'll produce a lot of liquid. And then you'll have boiled chicken. Okay? We were trying to fry it, not boil it. And you just saute it up until it's cooked all the way through. That's 165 degrees Fahrenheit internally. But it took about 3 to 5 minutes for the most part. Okay? You can also use chicken thighs if you like. But once you get your chicken cooked and you get it set to the side, we're going to go back to our sauce mixture that we made. And we're going to pour it into that same wok. And it's going to get nice and bubbly and hot. And it's going to start smelling like it's burning a little bit. But it's not. You can mix it up a little bit. And it's going to get super frothy like this. And when it gets to bubbling and it starts to slightly thicken, that's when you want to add your chicken back into that sauce. Okay? Now remember, if you want a super thick sauce, go ahead and get you some cornstarch or cornstarch slurry and add that in there. Alright? I do not recommend you add the cornstarch directly into it because then you'll have clumps. Okay? Mix it with a little water and then add it in. But for those of you who are following my directions, it will thicken over time and it will also thicken as it cools. But once you let that cook all the way through, y'all, that is it. That is all. So all we got to do now is plate it up. And there you have it, guys, our delicious chicken teriyaki bowl. Super easy, perfect for meal prep, and doggone good, y'all. And look at that yum yum sauce going on there. I'm telling you, it was delicious. It was quite delicious, all right? And I'm not just saying that. So y'all check it out. Look at that. Let's taste it. Oh yeah. And that is it, folks. So look, I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you for tuning in to my channel. And if you try this recipe out, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time in the next video.